Welcome to another action-packed Wednesday edition of your favorite Namibian sports show with a difference, Sports Rap. I'm Otis Daniels, your host for today, and first up we kick off the show with our hit list. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Over 50s African Cup cricket tournament action continues with Zimbabwe taking on Namibia and the tournament favourites, the South African Proteas, facing the South African A side. The stakes are high with both Namibia and Zimbabwe still searching for that elusive win. The games are being streamed live. We spoke to the Namibian coach and a player before the first balls were fired today and have some of the action for you.
Good day viewers, my name is Zoe Carson and we are here at the Wanderers cricket pitch for today's match against Namibia and Zimbabwe.
Hallo kykers, ek is Ray Botha. Vandag gaan 'n baie opwindende wedstryd wees. Ons het twee spanne wat nog een game gewen het. Dit gaan tight wees want albei spanne wil met 'n wen vandag klaarmaak.
Yes, and I just had a quick talk with the Namibian coach and he says the team's ready. They went back to basics, back to the fundamentals, and they're going to show us what they're made of today.
So ek gaan met jou 'n bietjie stryd daar. Ek dink die Zimbabwe span het beter gelyk die eerste twee dae teen die Suid-Afrikaanse spanne. Dit gaan 'n moeilike een wees om te call, maar kom ons kyk wat gebeur.
You can't say that. We are Team Namibia here. We are at Wanderers and Namibia is now hosting this tournament. So it's lovely to see the teams coming together from South Africa, Zimbabwe and Namibia playing together for this match. So you have to be Team Namibia.
Ja, jy moet altyd terugkom na jou roots of na jou home country, as ek so kan sê. Maar op papier gaan moeilik wees vir Namibia. Maar albei spanne kort te wen.
We'll just have to wait and see. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen this match. For our viewers out there, let me remind you, you can watch today's cricket game on DStv channel 285 and GOtv channel 25. And keep on looking at our social media pages, the Sports Rap Facebook, the Instagram, the Facebook pages, and the TikTok as well. It's going to be a full day of cricket.
Ons is oral.
Yes. Good morning viewers, my name is Zoe Carson and I'm here with the coach of the Namibian cricket team playing against Zimbabwe today. Coach, how are you doing?
No, very well, very well. Nice rest day yesterday, didn't leave the house. Got to think a lot about what to expect for today. So yeah, feeling well rested.
Yeah, yesterday was a rest day for all of the teams and today you're starting fresh on this Wednesday here at the Wanderers pitch. And it's nice and cloudy, the weather is not so hot today. So how do you think your team will perform today in these conditions?
No, I think we'll do very, very well. I mean, I think if we can just get the basics right, something that we've lacked a little bit in the first two games. I think if we get the basics right today and we just focus on our strengths, I think we can do very, very well today.
Yes. You played on Sunday and Monday against the South African teams. So what did you learn from those two matches that you will then try to change in this game against Zimbabwe?
I think, as I said in the previous questions, the basics, something that we've worked very, very hard to get right over the last couple of months. I think we just lack the basics, the fight in the field, and I think after those two games we've realized what we need to do, and I think those are the two main things that we need to focus on going into these last two games.
Yes, going back to the basics, that's the fundamentals, and I think if you get those right it will be a very fun match also for the players on the team. So any other words of motivation that you would like to send to your team?
Oh shit.
Hi viewers, my name is Zoe and I'm here with one of the players of the Namibian cricket team. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
My name is Ken Joseph. I'm a bowling all-rounder for the Namibian over 50 veterans cricket team and I'm happy to be here.
No, it's great having this chat with you and you're going to be playing against Zimbabwe. Today is day 3 of the cricket. The team had a rest day yesterday and how did you spend your rest day?
Well, I went to work because this is home. And the bills got to get paid, so I spend it at work.
That's true. Now, I'm happy to see that we are back again for another exciting day of cricket. And what do you expect to in today's game against Zimbabwe?
Well, I expect us to be more competitive. The Zimbabwean team is not as aggressive as the South African. So once we stick to our basics and the guys perform to the best of their ability, we have a good chance of winning. Because as of now, we are fighting for third and fourth. Because tomorrow we play the same Zimbabwean team. So this game also, we're going to look at the different attributes of the various players. So when the third, fourth place game tomorrow, we'll be able to can see where to bowl to certain people and how certain people bowl. So this is a very important game for the third, fourth game tomorrow.
Well, as you can see, I am Team Namibia, obviously, and I'm really hoping that the team, fights for today's match. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I can't wait for our viewers to watch it. And would you like to tell us about your social media pages?
Yes, well, I'm from the Caribbean, the beautiful island of Antigua and Barbuda, and I've been living in Namibia for the past 12 going on 13 years, and I mean, when I first got here, all my friends and family thought I was a bit crazy to move to Africa. However, I've shown via my channel, it's called Uncovering Africa's Hidden Gem, which is Namibia. That's why I call Namibia. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth with so much to offer. So now, with that platform now, I'm getting people from the Americas, where I grew up in the Bronx in New York, and the people from all over the Caribbean to come and visit Namibia to see what she has to offer, because she is breathtakingly beautiful.
No, I must agree with you there 100%. I'm so happy to be called a Namibian, to be living in this country and call it home, because there's something so unique about this African country, and you really have a passion and a love, and it's a great honor that you are playing for our Namibian team cricket today.
Yeah, I'm honored. I'm really honored, because as a young boy, I always wanted to be a cricketer. I mean, my island produced such greats as Vivian Richards, who's considered the top 3 greatest batsmen of all time. And then the other guy, Richie Richardson, who's one of the top 20 batsmen of all time as well. And we born in 10-year span. So when I was like an 8-year-old boy, I used to say, Viv born that year, that decade, Richie born that decade, and Ken Joseph is gonna be the next great West Indian cricketer. However, my family migrated to the States, and that was the end of my cricket career. However, I took up American sports like basketball and American football. So.
But here you are today, almost ready to face the Zimbabwe team. I wish you all the best, you and your team, and I'm really excited to see the results.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for the support. And the Namibian people, thank you. Lots of people tell me they've been watching on social media. Thank you very much. We haven't done as well, but we're going to give 100% in these last 2 games.
Good morning, gentlemen. So you will slip the coin and you will call.
Is tails.
What you got?
What do I need to say? That's the only thing we've won so far this year. Hopefully, I'll really do the tosses.
Oh, good luck. Very well,
So, yeah, you guys also enjoy it. Eh?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Boys, we're going to bet.
Okay. And needless to say, we in the ball.
Yeah, I think you should go.
And he doesn't believe in giving any room, and not very fast, just on the middle stump tries to do it and let the ball. This time it was a bit wide, it was punished straight to the. Oh, that's a wild swing, but straight to the cover fielder that had a slight width.
Yes, by the look of things, Namibia was off to a good start against Zimbabwe. Now these 2 teams might contest the 3rd place playoff, with the South African Proteas and the South African A team meeting in the final of the Over 50s Africa Cup cricket tournament on Thursday. Moving on, The Senior African Squash Championship, supported by Trasco, kicked off in the capital at Wanderers in Pionierspark on Monday and will continue until Saturday, the 23rd of November. It is the first time since 2013 that Namibia is hosting the Continental Championships. Players from Egypt, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe and the host teed off for the team competition on the first day of the championship. Jaure Botha spoke to the Namibian coach and a Zimbabwean team member.
Hi, good day. Andrew Forrest, Namibian squash coach. Back at Wanderers, day 2 of the All Africa Championships. Our team is going to jump onto court now with our B side that's taking on Nigeria. We've decided to take a bit of a rest for our number 1 in the B side because it's a tough day with the playing of the 2 top seeded teams of the tournament straight after each other. So we decided we're going to give one of the boys a bit of a rest so that he's all ready to fire in his game this afternoon. Then with the A side, yesterday was a bit of a tough pill to swallow. Playing against Zambia, which is an unbelievably strong team. Our number 1 boy, Max Nyala, had to come up against the Kundanji that just landed. So he was so fresh and ready to fire, which he did on all cylinders yesterday. But today we've got actually a bit more of a competitive side going into our Zimbabwe fixture. And then this evening we're playing against Uganda. We're really positive about the 2 fixtures we have today. So we've decided not to rest any of our players. We're going to go in all guns blazing for these fixtures. Then I'd just like to, on behalf of NSA and Namibian Squash, to say thanks to all our sponsors, Trasco that jumped on board, which is fantastic for squash in Namibia, having them back on board with us, Powerline Africa, and then of course to Novel Ford that's given us a courtesy vehicle to drive the players around that have traveled all the way over to Namibia to have come and expose themselves to the generosity of the Namibian community.
Okay, I'm standing here with Blessing, one of the Zimbabwe players, the number 1 from Zimbabwe. Blessing, you were on fire today against the Namibian number 1, Max. Tell us a little bit more about your game.
It was a good game, crucial game, because I think points-wise, it would determine who would be like 3 and 4. So yeah, we really wanted to go for it. I mean, I played well, and the rest of the team also played well. Yeah.
Like you said, not just you, or like I said, but your team also taking the Namibian A team 3-0. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the strategy was to try and get all the points, and unfortunately, one of our teammates was sick, but he pulled through, so we were pretty happy about that. The conditions are pretty still rough for us, but I think I've adjusted well. So I mean, we try to play smart, not overheating, finding our length, and putting the ball short in when we can. Yes.
And then, Blessing, our last question. Tell us, our viewers, a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Blessing Muati. I'm from Zimbabwe, currently based in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. I coach and play full-time in the Netherlands. Yeah, and I also play on the PSA World Tour, and I'm currently ranked 283.
Thank you, Blessing. And then hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
Visit the Sport Rap Facebook page for updates or follow the action live on NTV DStv channel 285, GOtv channel 25 or online at oneup2.com. World Aquatics Open Water Scholarship recipient Nico Esslinger currently trains under the scholarship program at the Antibes Training Center in France. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hello, my name is Nico Esslinger and I'm currently on a World Aquatics Open Water Scholarship program in Antibes in France. And I wanted to wish you all the best for the upcoming Ghana Zone 4 Championships held in our country, Namibia. You should use this opportunity to race in your own country, for your country, which is a very unique opportunity. I would especially wish the open water swimmers all the best, since open water is becoming bigger and bigger in our country, but also worldwide. And I will definitely miss Kana this year, and Kana was always a great gala to compete with other countries from Southern Africa, but also the vibes I will definitely miss, and coming together and seeing people from other countries. So all the best, and I wish you fast waters.
Namibia wishes Nico all the best and will surely miss him at the Africa Aquatics Zonal Champs. En nou vir ietsie in Afrikaans. Johan Toran vertel vir ons meer oor sy tennisskool en gesels ook oor die sport in geheel.
Goeiemôre, my naam is Johan Tron. Ek is die eienaar van Johan Tron Tennisskool hier by SKW in Olympia Windhoek. Net so 'n bietjie agtergrond. Ons is maar basies besig om development in die land te doen met tennis. Ons tennisskool werk op 'n redelike goeie struktuur. Ons het ons groepsklasse vir die kleintjies en dan doen ons individuele lesse met ons spelers wat bietjie meer ernstig is oor tennis. Ons het ook 'n squad stelsel waar ons topspelers in die land, al die Namibiese spelers saam elke dag oefen vir 2 ure. So ons stelsel werk mooi dat die kinders van die klein ouderdom af kan deurwerk na die topspelers in die land toe, waar ons ook dan op die einde van die dag probeer om soveel as moontlik van ons spelers in oorsee te kry, by die Amerikaanse college stelsel in te kry. So as julle enige klasse wil hê of belangstel in tennis, julle kan ons kontak hier in Windhoek by SKW 081-128-2181. Agter my is die bord wat al die inligting vir julle het, en dan wil ek ook daarom net die geleentheid gebruik om dan vir Leo Joe, ons sponsor vir die tennisskool, ook baie dankie te sê vir die jaar se borgskappe en ook vir Technifiber wat die tennisskool borg met al die balle en die rakette en die goeders wat ons nodig het. So baie dankie vir daai borge wat ook betrokke is by ons tennisskool. Net 'n bietjie vir julle inligting gee vir wat ons planne is vir die toekoms vir die tennisskool. Ons het 'n redelike klomp spelers soos ek genoem het wat vir Namibië speel. Hulle het 'n redelike klomp internasionale toernooie wat buite Namibië gaan plaasvind. Ons het 114 seun wat nou Botswana en Mosambiek toe gaan. Ons het 'n hele klomp seuns wat Suid-Afrika toe gaan in Desember. Die planne vir volgende jaar is daar se African Zonal Championships, 13 Afrika lande wat kom speel. En al die seuns omtrent in die spanne kom van die tennisskool af, so ons het 'n redelike besige begin vir die jaar. Ons gaan ook ons seuns probeer om soveel as moontlik by die ITF toernooi by onder 18s in te kry en dan ook by die onder 14s, want dis waar ons groot groepe lê. Die toekoms vir die skool lyk baie goed. Ek moet sê ons onder 10s, 12s en 14 seuns is baie sterk. Ons het 'n goeie onder 16 seuns. En dan natuurlik het ons topspeler in die land wat Dixon Fury is. Hy is ons een van die afrigters ook. En die volgende top junior in die land is Ruben Eysel. En hy en Dixon is maar gewoonlik die twee manne wat mekaar in die senior toernooi ook in die finales aanvat. So die toekoms lyk baie goed vir die tennis. Ons wil graag net probeer om meer meisies betrokke te kry. En ons het 'n paar goeie meisies by onder 12 en 14 afdeling wat ons besig is om mee op te bou, en ons glo in die volgende jaar sal ons daai klomp meisies ook kry om deur te kom op die nasionale vlak en dan internasionaal te kan deelneem.
With Rafael Nadal having retired, there is room for some new talent to join the top seeds, and you could become that player. Up next is our Spotlight segment. Stay tuned.
The best just got better. Parata's fiber packages that give you unbeatable internet speeds at unbelievable prices. Enjoy speeds of up to 15 megabits per second, starting from just $500 Namibian excluding VAT. Sign up now for these fiber packages that are pushing the boundaries of innovation, so you can enjoy more connectivity, faster browsing at even more affordable prices. Visit your nearest Paratus offices to find out more, or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared.
So, if you are looking for some inspiration, you are at the right place. In today's Spotlight segment, we take a look at 33-year-old Monica Grossman. She is one of the cyclists who participated in the Desert Dash in 2005. And little did she know that on Friday, the 6th of December 2024, she would become the first and only person to successfully participate in all 20 editions of what is now known as Nedbank Desert Dash, Namibia's most iconic cycle race. Let's have a listen to what she has to say.
Obviously I got tired, and the time came I thought, what am I doing here to myself? Never going to do that again. But then the team was together, we finished together. It was like an amazing feeling for the first time. And this feeling, I think that's the reason why I'm coming back. My name is Monica Grossman. I am 53 years old. I started dashing 2005, so it's my 20th dash. I finished all 19 previous dashes. The field was spaced out a lot. There were no water points. I did it in a four-man team, and our first guy, Hans, who rode the first part, his bike broke, so we had to wait for ages for him before he came. But he made it. And then my part was the third part in the night, and I enjoyed it a lot. But it was a bright moonlight. I just had fun. We reached the fourth stage, and it was very misty and wet. The checkpoints got more and more advanced. There were people sitting, writing down our numbers. Now we just get scanned, like it's just like a scan, and then we can go on. The water points are really big and nice, and the checkpoints are like entertainment centers. Somebody talking the whole night and welcoming the people who come in. Yeah, it's really nice. Actually, my boss kicked me into the first solo, and since then I thought, okay, I'll try it. I tried once. If I don't succeed, I'll just know, okay, probably cannot do it. It's not my thing. So now I'm doing my fifth, and the vibe and the feeling of going over that finish line on time. I mean, I'm not the fastest. I'm a rather slow rider, so I'm not a winner. But nice to be part of that. We had people trying to do the dash who are fit. They are runners or crossfitters, but they're not cycling fit. So it's important to do the cycle part. Get your nutrition right, food, enough water in your bag, in your bottle. The third one, just have fun. Don't stress too much. Just enjoy it. I don't think I'm going to do a solo again because the preparation is quite intense. So if I'll start in another four-man team, yes, anytime. I would like to thank all the involved people. I would like to thank Nedbank for the generous sponsorship. I would like to thank the organizers for all the hard work. To all my friends and family, to my husband who are there for me every year. Yes.
Inspirational indeed, with the distance of the dash increasing from 340 kilometers in 2005 to 401 kilometers in 2024, Grossman's strength and determination will be put to the test once again all the way from Windhoek to Swakopmund through the desert. Next, we go globetrotting with Ari Hogart.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It is the Davis Cup men's team competition taking place at the moment in Malaga, and the big news from the tournament that in the first quarterfinal it was the Netherlands that beat Spain. That was a bit of a surprise because that game was played at the home ground for Spain in Malaga, but it was the Netherlands that won 2 games to 1. The big news there was Rafael Nadal that also played in the singles, his first singles game in a few months. He was injured and he lost to Botic van der Zandschulp by 6-4 and 6-4. Then Carlos Alcaraz won his singles game, but then the Netherlands won the doubles against Spain, winning the game 2-1. So that means that Rafael Nadal played his last professional game in the tournament. He announced that he will retire after this tournament, and with Spain being out, that is the last professional game that Rafael Nadal played. He of course won 22 Grand Slam titles and probably one of the best ever tennis players in the history. What will happen next is that Netherlands will play the winner of Germany against Canada. That will be in the semi-finals, and the other 4 teams still also in the quarter-finals will be Italy, that will play Argentina, and the United States of America that play Australia. All those games later in the week. The final of the Davis Cup will be on Sunday. On to English Premier League, and it is news from Manchester City, and they've announced that the manager Pep Guardiola announced that they agreed to a 1-year extension of his contract. His contract is to end at the end of the 2025 season, and extended it to end now on the 2026 season. He started his career at Manchester City 16 years ago, and he won 18 trophies in that 9 years or 8 years so far, and it is also 6 Premier Leagues that he's won, and one record that he achieved was the 4 consecutive wins in the English Premier League for Manchester City. This coming Saturday, it is the English Premier League that continue, and it is Manchester City that will travel to Tottenham Hotspur. To close off today's international sports news, it is golf news. It is golf news related to Sergio Garcia, professional golfer in Europe. He's also from Spain, and Sergio Garcia announced that he will play a full season of the DP World Tour, and that is significant news because he's been playing on the Live Golf Breakaway League the last few years. He was suspended from the DP World Tour, like all the players currently playing in the Live Tour, and he will need to pay €1 million fine and also miss some of the tournaments. But he wants to play a full season of the DP World Tour because he wants to qualify for the Ryder Cup team, that is Europe against America, and that will be in 2025 in the USA. So he needs to try to achieve a high ranking on the money list to be selected automatically for that team. The Ryder Cup of 2025 will be from the 26th to the 28th of September. That will be played in New York. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.